I'm Aleksandra Majka, reporting for Maroon TV News. I'm here in LA with the Australian band, the Faim.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Stephen.
And I'm Josh, and I yell into magnets for the band.
And I do bass and keys.
So today is your last day of the tour, for your first tour in the US.
Yes.
What's the tour been like? Has there been any standout moment? Any big show?
Oh, the tour has just been amazing. It's just great to, it's our first ever US tour, and to do it with such awesome bands and awesome people, like having great camaraderie between all of them is just the best. And I think we could all pick one standout show as a standout time.
I know what you're talking about.
No, it's been good, going bowling with the boys and placing some bets and stuff like that.
And losing.
What did you have to do because you lost?
We wore elf costumes, and then we lost another thing. It was between all the vocalists, and I had to MC the whole night in the elf costume. But it was fun, it was exciting. It was a growing experience. I take every little obstacle as a way to grow, regardless of the tight, jingly, freaking outfit. It's fun.
So your name, the Faim, it's a French word, Faim, for hunger.
Yes.
What was your thinking beside from making that decision?
Well, we weren't really thinking at the time, honestly. We had a list of so many names, and we were going through it for ages. And I remember we were just at the rehearsal studio talking about it, and we ended up talking about the word fame, F-A-M-E in general. And we just didn't really know, obviously, we liked it, but we didn't really want to have that sort of connotation to it. But then we ended up discovering, just kind of messing with the spelling and stuff like that. And we liked how it looked. And then figured out later that it meant hunger in French, and to us, that kind of means our never-ending sort of burning passion to kind of spread our message, which is to never really be afraid of being yourself or pursuing a dream or being scared of perspective, really. So that's kind of what we try and show the world through our music and our personalities.
So going off of that, what's your songwriting process like? You draw from a lot of personal experiences for your lyrics.
To us, it's kind of fluid, but one thing that always stays the same is we start acoustically. We strip everything back, Stevie's on the keyboard, I maybe jump on the acoustic guitar if I'm lucky. But, it kind of always stems from what we want to talk about as a concept. We really want to figure out what the message is, or what this means to us, or what this is going to mean to other people. But, we always try and keep it a natural, fluid process. It's never a product or something this would be great for radio or something like that. It's always something that's a natural experience for us, and that stems from our influences and basically our emotions and events throughout our entire lives.
Who are some of those influences?
Steve, you can list a few, mate.
Gosh, definitely, I think we were inspired by so many things, myself growing up, from classical music, so I'm really influenced by that. Jazz, absolutely love my jazz, Joshy here, is so very influenced by Frank Sinatra. But more modern wise, definitely Coldplay. We draw a lot of influence from that. Definitely a bit of the newer 21 Pilots, but then also I guess you can say influence does come from from your earliest of ages, because that's what's kind of shaped you. So I guess growing up on ABBA and the Eagles and all of that, it's just you sort of draw onto those the core music that you grew up with when you were a kid, and that definitely does come out in the songs that we're writing today.
Yeah, you kind of apply it to every sort of situation, every song that you hear now. Because of course we take influence from modern things now, hip hop, metal and rock and alt rock and all this sort of stuff. But yeah, Steve's right. It does always kind of ripple effect from what really inspired you as a kid to start music in general, really.
So what's one of your favorite songs to perform live, and why?
We get that question a lot, and It's such a hard question because it's a little piece of our heart into every little song, and it's a different piece of your heart.
It's asking what's your favorite song ever.
Yeah, it's asking what's your favorite food. It's kind of hard. We love food universally, yeah.
Food's great.
But every song has its own place and its own emotion and its own story and experience to kind of share with people. But I feel one song that I'll never get tired. I'll never get tired of playing any of these songs There's one that I always really loved playing is Make Believe. But I have to tie that with Saints and Sinners as well, because I just love getting that juxtaposition of images across from the raw emotion to the raw, being able to kick something open or smash something on stage just for fun. That's the sort of thing. I love that opposite end of the spectrum, because people kind of get to know you as a person and know your personality for all of us, really. So it's fun.
Okay, so kind of a non-typical question. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, go-to karaoke song. Oh man. Well, I guess mine's probably a bit of Whitney Houston. always, you know,
Impressive.
want to get somebody every time in the car. It's just a good banger to like get you through those drives.
Mine would have to be Sexy Back by Justin Timberlake. I
Always a
love
classic.
JT, man. It's so good. So good.
So you recently released your EP, Summer's a Curse, which must be super exciting to finally get it out. What was that whole process like? I know you guys have been writing a lot of songs.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like just to finally get a collection of music out that you know sells and for the world to hear. It's just, you know, awesome for us. And the whole stage of like building up to that is like selecting those few songs to make the EP that, like, you know, we think sum us up as best as we can, like as a band. And you know, like that EP is like very diverse. We try and make it so that one song doesn't sound like the other, you know, because that represents us as people. Like, you know, we're very emotional people. We'll go through, like, you know, a lot of different things, and we express like all of those things in our music. And so we have that, you know, collection of diversity in the EP, which we're stoked, you know, to put out there, and it gives out something for everyone.
Yeah, it kind of gives people an insight into where we want to go as a band too, because we're not going to be the same sound, we're not going to be the same. Genre is fluid, and we kind of want to stay on board with that all the time. Like, we don't want to be writing the same song twice, ever.
So how do you take that growth into your new album, your debut album?
Have to wait and see. Yeah, I mean, we could give a few details, we always just keep true to ourselves and keep true to what comes naturally. I think that's the biggest key that we always apply to every situation. And we've learned a lot working with so many different people and so many different backgrounds and stuff like that. Being able to learn and apply everything into our songwriting ourselves has been the biggest thing that kind of shapes us. So, but yeah, you have to wait and see. We're very annoying like that. We don't like to release music. No, we do.
Keep your secrets.
But we're just very particular and we want to give the best of ourselves at all times, because the people that listen and the people who are going to listen deserve the best of ourselves.
That's great. So I just have one more question, and I know there's been a lot of rearranging with band members and everything. How do you see yourselves growing?
Well, like definitely, like, you know, we're always growing with people. I don't think like at any stage are we not growing. In everything that happens, you know, in our lives, in the band, it's like we take that and, like, you know, build that on board. You know, we're constantly growing. We're constantly building ourselves as people and as musicians. So, you know, it's always like one solid growth going up and up. And hey, like, you know, we're super excited for what's coming next. We've got so much planned, which is going to be amazing. So, you know, it's going to be a very, very exciting new year.
Great. Well, thank you so much, you guys, for doing this interview.
Thank you.
This is Aleksandra Majka signing off for Maroon TV News.
Woo.